Hi folks, I hope you're all doing well. I'm getting ready and I thought it would be nice to do just a little get ready with me, all of us together, you know, a little chatty one, little life update. If I'm looking behind you, I'm sorry, it's because there's a mirror just behind the camera. How's everyone doing? What's everyone been up to? I'm very happy we're coming into spring. I've got the dreaded hormonal spot just as you're about to get your period, which I love. I want to do a brown smoky eye today, even though I do that all the time. I felt a bit weird filming a video because I never really have anything to announce and I never really have anyone to announce things to. I guess my newest thing to tell you all is that I am going back into education, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm not used to the YouTube thing yet and I feel a little bit clickbaity being like, I've got an announcement, when I don't think it's like that huge of a deal, but like I do want to tell you all because like you're my community and I like telling you what's going on in my life. I'm not going to uni or anything. I've not ever been to uni actually. I've just got a couple of A-levels, but I'm going to study herbal medicine. A disclaimer, sad that I have to do it, but just so that you know how my relationship with like herbal medicine is, I'm not a huge denier of Western medicine. I'm not telling people to like turn down modern medicine. I think modern medicine is incredible. I take modern medicine, like it literally keeps me going, keeps me functioning. So I just want you to understand that I'm not going to be like, we should abandon it all, like if you've got cancer, you should not take big pharma stuff. Like, I'm not that kind of person. I guess I'll give you some context of like how I came to this decision. I feel like it's not a very well kept secret. Not that I try to keep it a secret, I just don't discuss it at huge lengths online. But I am quite like a holistic, spiritual person, and I do think I've gotten more that way, like along that journey in probably the last 2-3 years. I think being raised holistically does just come hand in hand with having a parent that's a first generation immigrant, especially if your parent is from like a slightly less developed country and doesn't have like huge access to like modern medicine and modern healthcare. So I've just been like raised on their knowledge that's been handed down for like generations and it's just like good stuff to know, you know, like herbal remedies. My dad's British but was raised with a lot of siblings, with quite a strong matriarch, and they grew up in the country, so they were just really in tune with what was available to them, like locally, seasonally. It's just like a different way of life, isn't it? It's just a different generation. So a lot of that knowledge was kind of like instilled in me when I was younger, and like as a result I feel like I have quite a natural and intuitive knack for that kind of stuff, as well as having studied floristry, so I have quite a good understanding of like flowers, plants, like seasonal stuff. I have like a good base layer of plant science, not a huge amount, but enough. My mum was always really into Eastern medicine and Chinese medicine, and we had a Chinese doctor that we would go to regularly alongside like going to the regular GP. We had a homeopath, which I didn't love, to be fair, and she was always getting things like acupuncture done. My dad was always reading about like Eastern medicine and philosophy. I wasn't raised in like a typically hippie household. We're all still very analytical and rooted in science, but it was just kind of the knowing. Anyway, so yeah, I have a natural interest, and I would say like a slight natural intuition that just comes from being raised like that. So I've been making a lot of teas, I've been making a lot of natural remedy syrups, I've been doing a lot of reading, and I just feel like I've reached a point where I've kind of naturally plateaued with my knowledge, and I do want some kind of formal education behind it, just for myself. It's a foundation year that I'm completing online. It's 10 hours of study a month, so it fits really well with my day job and all my content creation and everything, which was the most important thing for me. I didn't want it to be something that causes me burnout, essentially. It starts in September. I did a lot of research about where I wanted to go. There's only a few unis in the whole of the UK, but I want to say like between 3 and 5 that do herbal medicine as a full degree, so you can obtain your license. Now, I have no interest in obtaining my license at the moment, as it were, because I don't really plan on making a career out of it. It's just for my own kind of benefit and knowledge and those around me. But one of them does a foundation year that's a precursor, so I thought, well, they must be incredibly reputable. I looked at their reviews. I'd rather go somewhere that I can then further onto that if I want to. I could have started in June, but September felt more like a naturally academic time of year, just because that's the school year that I've always been used to, and I didn't want to rush into doing anything. Like I said, I have been thinking about doing it for ages, but summer, June, I'll be having fun. I won't really want to study if it's sunny. It really is a shame that it's online because I do so much better in person, but I think 10 hours of study a month online isn't really so bad, and there's opportunity for like forums and attending live, or you can just attend when you want, which is really good, so I don't have to change around my work days if I don't want to. So you can download all your lectures and everything if you want. You learn so much about like anatomy and physiology, and I've always been really interested in science. I kind of regret not doing biology A level, so to have that kind of formalness to back it up, as opposed to like home remedies and just doing stuff because you know it works. I've always been quite shy about discussing like my love for anything holistic and spiritual, especially when it comes to like herbal remedies, because I think there's quite a lot of stigma around it. As with any community, the way some people maybe go about presenting their beliefs is quite abrasive and creates a little bit of a bad rap. That's like the most diplomatic way I can say it. I think there is a certain level of nuance you need to have when it comes to things like herbal remedies and plant medicine. That stretches across like the spiritual and holistic community as a whole, to be honest. Trying to put my eyelash on and talk is impossible. I can't quite put my finger on it or summarise it concisely, but it's something to do with community accessibility, knowledge being passed around, old methods being lost, sustainability, healthcare being harder to access, healthier lifestyle to be preventative, you know, like something around that. My one criticism of the course, looking at the curriculum, is that I don't think Eastern medicine is dived into and gets its flowers on how it's influenced Western herbal medicine. But I also think that probably will be discussed in the first module, which is basically like the history of herbal medicine. I guess we'll see, but I am intending to do my own research into like Eastern medicine practice. I got something in my eye and it's gone really red. But all in all, I'm really excited to start my course. I'm really excited to like go back into an education setting, even if it is only online. I'm really excited to just be learning again. I went to college when went back to college as an adult when I was, how old was I? I finished 21. I went from 19 to 21 or 19 to 22. So it's been 5 years since I've out of education, and I love being in education. I just wish you could just go and it would be free, but that's a whole other conversation. There's a certain excitement I have of going into an educational environment to just learn and not necessarily go in to make it my career. I mean, it's a huge privilege to be able to do that, and it is only a foundation year. It's not just, I wouldn't think about seriously doing a 5-year degree just for fun. I took so much learning into my own hands. I was watching YouTubes, I was reading books, I was studying myself, I was writing things down. And then I got to a point where I was like, you know what, let's do a course. I'm going to do some foraging walks as well. There's a couple like groups that do like wild medicine walks in the area that I live in. So I might try vlog them if I do them in the summer. 27 and going back to school. It's not like, they haven't got university in the title, so I don't know if I can say that I'm at uni, but they do a university degree. So I guess I can call it uni, can't I? But like, I'm not doing a uni course. I don't know. What do you think? So yeah, that's my news. I feel really excited to start. I feel like it's really natural progression for me. It feels like something I'm meant to do. I feel like I have really good intentions behind it. I'm really excited to learn. I'm really happy to be going back into education. I always have known that I'll be in and out, like, but not what, haven't known what I'm going to study. Who knows, maybe I'll be one of those people that does like study vlogs and stuff like that. Who knows, maybe I'll be one of those people that does like study vlogs and like uni content and stuff like that on my little 10 hours studying a month. Thank you so much for watching a short little bonus video, and I will see you on the next upload.